Hey guys, it's Josh here, and in today's video, I want to talk about how to regenerate your mind and heal anxiety naturally. Now, there's really one fundamental belief that you need to have to regenerate your mind and heal anxiety, and that is that your body and your mind is a self regenerating system. And so that's what I want to talk about today. Because this morning I had a call with one of my clients, and she's been, going through my program for the last few months, and she's been very disciplined. She's been doing everything that she's supposed to be doing, and she's been meditating for over 100 days, and she's really been active in the community. But she said to me, she said, I'm still struggling with my nervous system, and I'm still struggling with my anxiety. And so I said to her, I said, okay, let's jump on a call and let's talk about it. Let's discuss what's going on. And here's what we uncovered, right? She still had a deep sense of distrust in her body and in her ability to heal and get better. And so, if you're someone who struggles with anxiety and you have a belief system that says, I will never get well again, or my body is not capable of healing itself, right? And this is sometimes a deeper belief system. Like, you might not be instantly aware of this, but you might have a deeper belief system that just has a general distrust in your own mind and your own body, right? And that could be from trauma. It could be from things that have happened earlier in your life that have made you believe that about yourself. But if you have that belief and it continues to kind of permeate through your life, and you continue to replay that negative self-talk and that negative belief in your mind, it's really going to put a block on your ability to have any significant change. And this is exactly what was happening for my client. She mentioned that she's got this belief, which is, I'm not going to get better. And once we kind of dug into it a little bit, we uncovered that she's got these belief systems because of things that have happened earlier in her life, where she actually, had issues with her body that kind of, made her develop this belief system that she needed to, you know, always be on top of her health, like always be on top of her fitness, right? And if she wasn't, her body didn't have the natural ability to heal itself or to regenerate itself, right? And so once we uncovered that, that negative belief, which is, I don't trust my body and I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to heal, we were able to then counterbalance it with a positive belief, which is, my body and my mind is a self-regenerating system, right? And now I believe that, but I don't just believe it. I think it's a fact, right? And I want to give you some context into why I'm so passionately believing that our bodies and our minds are self-regenerating systems. And so I'm going to throw it back a few years because, before I got into what I'm doing now, right? Before I got into meditation, before I got into mindset coaching, I was deeply passionate about the environment, and I wanted to save the world, and I wanted to save the environment. And so I really got into the idea of sustainability and regeneration. One of the most profound books I've ever read is this one. It's called Designing Regenerative Cultures. And there's a lot of work in here around health and resilience, living systems, transformative innovation. And it basically goes on to say that nature is regenerative. Nature regenerates. And it doesn't really take much to understand that that's true. You just need to look at a tree and you understand that a tree goes through different seasons, right? Trees will shed their bark every, depending on the tree, obviously, once a season, right? So coming through winter, the tree will shed its bark, and then spring, summer, new bark, right? So it's constantly going through the cycle of regeneration, right? And so this is actually why I stopped trying to save the world and save nature, because I realized that nature doesn't need to be saved because nature just regenerates itself anyway. And it's actually humans who need to be to become aligned with their natural regenerative systems, right? And so we are nature. Humans are nature. And so we also have these self-regenerating capabilities, right? But for most people, they just they don't even know that. They're not even educated on that because they probably have never been taught that before, or they just haven't connected the dots, or they just have belief systems that are just not congruent with that idea. And so humans, obviously, our cells are regenerating, consistently, but we can't see that happening. We're not shedding bark like a tree. But I believe with humans, we go through more of a spiritual process of evolution, right? And so that means we need to essentially let go of the old version of ourselves so that we can move into a new version of ourselves, right? And this happens in a cyclical process. And I believe that for humans to really be healthy and to live as their highest potential, they have to be constantly or seasonally or cyclically letting go of the old self to move into the new self, right? So they need to adopt this idea of self regeneration, right? And this is particularly important with anxiety because, there's obviously a few different aspects involved with, healing anxiety. But one of the things that I find keeps people stuck if they've been trying to do everything the right way, like the right way. They're doing all the things that they're supposed to be doing, like my client that I just shared the story about before, doing everything that they're supposed to be doing, but still not having that change. It's usually because there's some kind of a fundamental belief system that they have, which says that this is never going to work. I'm never going to get better, or my body and my mind is not capable. Right? I don't trust myself. I don't trust my mind. And if you've got that belief system, it's going to be very hard for you to heal anxiety. So a big part of the work that I do with people is helping them to have awareness of their belief systems, right? Because often these will be subconscious. So you won't even really be aware of them, but they'll just be kind of under the surface a little bit. So we've all got these subconscious belief systems. And a big part of change is becoming aware or becoming conscious of these underlying belief systems and changing them, right? Like rewiring the brain or reprogramming the mind. You may have heard those terms before. That is an essential part of the process, right? Another thing that we obviously work on is regulating the nervous system. So really bringing the body back into that health and balance, right? That's one of the things that you need to do, which is, those things that you should do. And if you're doing those things, that's going to be helpful. But then you move along, and if you're still doing all of those things, but you're not feeling the changes, then there's going to be something else, which is usually a belief system, right? Some kind of an underlying belief system that's holding you back. So like I said, you've got to, if you want to regenerate your mind and heal your anxiety, you've got to do that deeper work to understand your subconscious belief systems and really kind of like unpack them and balance them out and reprogram them, right? In nature, we have, we have night and day, right? In nature, you've got the tree that comes out of the earth and you've got the roots that go down below, right? You've got the ocean and you've got the earth. We live in a world of duality, right? And so as a human, you've got negative beliefs and you've got positive beliefs. And so if your negative beliefs are essentially too heavy or there's too many of them and it's unbalanced, then you're going to live you're going to have negative experiences. You're going to have a negative life because there's too many negative beliefs and there's too much focus and attention on those negative beliefs, right? And so that's what you experience, negativity, right? And so what we've got to do is we've got to balance it out with more positive beliefs. So reprogram the mind and add positive beliefs in, right? And so, this will start to actually rewire your mind and heal your mind, regenerate your mind, right? By bringing balance to it. And if you're consistent with that, you've got the right guidance and you're doing all the other things that you should be doing, plus you're working on your beliefs, plus you're also starting to understand your emotions better and develop a spiritual connection as well. If you're doing all of those things, I honestly believe you can heal anxiety, not just manage it, not just find relief from it, but heal it completely, right? You'll still experience some anxiety, probably, or some fear because you're a human and it's a normal human emotion. Like, for example, I experience some fear sometimes, or some anxiety, or some nervousness, but I don't have anxiety because I know how to deal with it. And so I've essentially healed it in comparison to what it was once upon a time. Right now, I have absolutely no worries that it will ever be a significant issue for me again. And this is exactly what I'm helping my clients achieve as well. So if you would like some help with that, then I'm going to put a video below in the description and you can go and watch. I've got a free training on my website that walks you through the exact process that I use around regulating the nervous system, reprogramming the subconscious mind, and mastering your emotional self. And if you can get those three things in order, then what's going to happen is you're going to shift your consciousness from anxiety to alignment in your life, which means mind, body, and spirit alignment, right? That's when you're really healthy, you're really balanced, you're really calm, and you develop a renewed sense of confidence in your life and inner peace. And that's the outcome that I really love helping people achieve. So if you would like some help with that, then go to the video that's in the description, go to the free training on my website, watch that. There's some instructions. If you'd like to work with me more, you can message me on Instagram, the word details, and I'll happily send you over the details for the coaching program. From there, if it looks like a good fit, we can jump on a call and we can discuss working together. But again, I want you to know the main message of this video is that you can regenerate your mind naturally and heal anxiety. So that's it for me today. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video.